Hello, and welcome to 612 Holly Hills, here in the Carondelet neighborhood of St. Louis. This house was built in 1894, and it looks like it was built as a single-family home. So it's a really good size, and typical of that era, the room sizes are very generous. You can see it was built as one piece. It does have, in other words, it's a single structure rather than having been added to at a later date. There is a rear frame extension that, when we go inside, you'll see was the original two-story porch. Looking up top, we do have part of a mansard roof here. Just a little bit of one. Some slate tiles. Nice bracket work above as well. And then an entryway. This entryway has the typical ornate design of the era around the door. Transom. And this same tile pattern, which is quite lovely as well. So you can see we have a single wide door here. And judging by the age of the trim, that was actually original. It's not a two-door, which is what we see in a lot of these buildings where it would have been built as a two-family. You can also tell by looking at this staircase here. We have the original newel post, which is very much 1894 design. I think I've seen similar ones in the old Sears home catalog where they sell the millwork and whatnot. So this was built as a single family home, and you can tell by the layout as well. Coming into the front room, again, really spacious living room, very square. And we have what would have been a chimney breast. So that's where the fireplace would have been. When we look at these grates are clearly newer. Those were probably 1920s or 30s era. So it was originally heated with fireplaces, and then, as you can see in this room as well, and then later converted into central heat, in the 20s or 30s. This is a dining room. Again, very large room. And I'll show you a little secret that these houses have. This thick wall here likely originally had pocket doors. They fell out of fashion, and people simply put wood trim, 1x8s it looks like, around it in order to cover that up. So there may well be pocket doors that are hiding in there. Coming through, get a rear view here into these two rooms. We enter the kitchen. Again, this would have been a working kitchen, so it's a really good size. Set up with new shaker cabinets, dishwasher, gas stove, granite countertop, portable island, fridge in the corner. And this likely would have had, again, an original coal, one of those old stoves that you lift off the burners, and there would have been a chimney breast probably somewhere over where the stove is right now. I don't think I can see any ghosts of it. We do have transoms, as you can see above this door here. Looking out, this is the rear screen porch. And you can see the ghosts of the framing past, that this was originally more of a porch and was boxed in later, probably, again, in the 30s, 40s, or 50s. Nice sized rear deck has been added. And here's the rear of the building. There is parking in a garage out back off the alley. As we come back inside, again, you can see this is probably an original door. We'll head up to the bedroom floor. We do have a powder room on this level. Cute little vent window. And one interesting piece of information on this house, although it was built as a single-family house, there was an ad in the 1934 newspaper for a 3-room flat. So likely it was converted into 2 flats. That may have been by an original owner, or it may have been by a subsequent owner. But if you think to the age, built 1994, house for a family with lots of children probably. They grew up, moved out, and having a large house that could be made into a 2-family really does help with the mortgage. Or if you don't have a mortgage by that time, with your income. This was in the age before Social Security, so being able to rent out a unit really helps, especially in the depths of the Depression. It's a small bedroom. We have the main bedroom here. And as on a lot of these houses, it was built with a pass-through door, so you wouldn't lose all of your heat down the staircase. This obviously also goes out to the hall. This is the second bedroom. And again, there would have been a fireplace in these rooms as well. That window looks out to what was the screen porch, or just a 2-story porch probably originally. And then we have an interesting style closet here. Little storage area at the top, which I've heard called the Christmas present hiding place. Sometimes you'll even find padlocks on there that parents would have put on at some time to keep eager children out. Main floor bathroom. Full tiled shower. Not main floor, sorry. Bedroom floor bathroom, I mean. The main bathroom. Toilet. Sink and vanity light. And then we have the rear bedroom here. This bedroom itself is quite interesting. It'd make a really good office. Due to the fact that it has a little bit of a hidey hole nook that someone built a bookcase into at some point in time. And it has access to this upper floor porch, which could be used as is or opened up into a screen room if you so desired. Up here, we have something. This is the first one I've seen on a house that I've shown. This is that roof access. So it is a flat roof, and instead of having to use a 30-foot ladder or something to reach it from the ground level, you can use just a standard step ladder and climb up through that little hatch from the porch, which is a boon to anyone who has vertigo, if you decide you ever want to go on your own roof, which if you have vertigo, you probably wouldn't want to. So again, although this house was converted into flats in 1934, likely just by adding a wall here and having a locked door here, and then obviously adding other fixtures, and bathrooms have been different. In 1963, I believe, it was for sale again as a single-family home. So that was only done for a period of time, and then it was reconverted back into a single-family home, which was helpful and likely the way that the house had stayed since then. I'd not seen it rented, available as separate rentals ever since. So this has been, for most of its life, a single-family home, except for during the Depression, it sounds like. Have a water heater furnace down here in the basement. Really nice dry basement, too. And washer and dryer hookups. Electrical panel. Hope you've enjoyed the tour. Please remember to like and subscribe. And let me know if there's any other types of properties you'd like to see. Thank you.